Hello, I'm Xiaofeng Zhao. This is my class final project. It's a AI-powered dashboard website, and you can interact with it by chatbot. Let's reset it and have a try. Uh, in the meantime, when we are waiting, I will introduce the UI. So here you can see on the left is a figure. It will show some data, and in the middle there's a two code panel, which is the code generated by AI, circle code, and also the graphic code generated by AI as well. And also below is the corresponding table. On the right panel is the panel you can interact with. So here you can see that we ask a question is why something happened. And this question is actually the solution for what I want to solve. And this before we have this in my from my perspective, every model is running by like how show me something, show me like top five revenues by increasing order, ascending order, and then the AI can generate the code pretty well. But if you ask some very general question like why something happens, AI always don't know what you are saying because our data is just too much. Maybe what you ask it, this thing is just a very small set of our data. But here you can see that it found the corresponding data very nicely and found something. Also, we can see it mentioned the rug context used. So here we have a button called rug on. If you enable it, it will find the corresponding documents from the online service from your local documents. Okay, here you can see that not only it includes some information from our table, but also it includes some information from online service. It mentions that we have some events. This kind of thing is it definitely doesn't include it in our original table. So here is what it looks like. Generally, what I want to do is a AI data analyst. It's a very prototype thing. And my recording second part is to introduce the cloud architecture. So let's have a look. Uh, First, we have some data workflow running on Databricks and also the Artifactory. So basically, it's an automatic job, and it will generate the data and pass it to a report generator, generate a report stored in Azure table. Azure table is like AWS DynamoDB, and also it will generate a deep research report, store it in Azure Blob. Blob is same as AWS S3. And when we store it by our CDK process, and also after this, we can utilize some other front end to interact with it. Here you can see we have two interaction. Mainly we are using Azure function and Azure logic is same as AWS Lambda and AWS EventBridge. So you can say that we trigger something, it will pass the information into event grid, which is EventBridge in AWS. And also it will try to match some data from the Slack thread. All things are in our Azure functions. And also there's Azure Logic app, and it will include some more informations. It will pass the information, pass more storage from our Azure table and Azure Deep Research. Yeah, that's it. And also we have a prompt generator as a single AWS Lambda to generate a corresponding prompt for our large language model to run. Here you can see that we have an uh, in, intermediate deep research process, which is a Kubernetes cluster. It will has a public IP to connect with it through API. It's kind of like a REST API, but we did it by utilizing the Cloudflare tunnel. So we have a internal tunnel to transfer the information into our load balancer, and then we pass it to our OpenDB research parts and also Perplexity parts. Basically, what they are doing is it will generate a report based on your query. And your query may be just one single question, but it will expand your question into 20s. After that, it will try to run a Perplexity, which is a search engine to find the corresponding information from online. Here's something like the current architecture. We utilize this overall architecture to generate a report and pass that report into our storage. Storage is in uh, a half is in the Azure table, a half is in the our Kubernetes cluster, which is a Supabase backend. Okay, and also here is our chatbot, and currently we just combine these two chatbot, which is the original data and also the deep research report, and pass it by combining with query to LLM and generate a report. This report is just what we saw here. Okay, and I think that's it. And if you have any questions, you can access my website to have a try. It will keep running, and even I don't enable the data data uploading, but it's it's not hard to do that. I just don't want someone upload too many data into my server. Okay, and that's thank you.